Hey, it's Bradley J, and welcome to the second ever live stream. I'm looking to do these once a month, and now I'm 2 for 2. Hooray! So, quite a lot's happened in January, and I've got a few things planned for February, which is going to be good. Firstly, let's say good evening. Mallow is back again. And I hope to have some more people very soon to come join us. So what we're going to now that I'm showing, okay, weird. So we're going to be discussing what's happened in January, which surprisingly some good stuff has happened this month just gone. Not many people can say that, so I'm very thankful. What I have planned for February, and of course, what we will find out the next film review open challenge. I have no idea what number this is. My wife picked this out earlier today, and we will do what we did last month, which was to do it up against the list. The list, which is on my phone. My wife doesn't see the list. She doesn't know what the numbers are, but we will see what they are later. I didn't think you were streaming for the first minute, so I wasn't. I was just making sure everything was set up using the proper webcam, because last month the webcam I was using was the integrated one, which is not good. And we've had some electric problems, so I'm using a desk lamp, so the lighting isn't as good here, so I had to make sure that was right too. But I'm glad you could join me, and if anyone else joins me or anyone looks at this post upload, hello there. I hope that he can join me live at some point. It's good to try and get some conversation going. Last month we actually looked at the Gone Girl trailer together, or you got to see my reaction to it. And let's start there. I've seen Gone Girl now. The review is going to be mostly positive. I think it's an absolutely brilliant movie, and honestly, one of the best movies I've reviewed so far. There are some issues which I'm going to go into, but I'm not going to go too far into the whole, is it a feminist masterpiece or a misogynist mess? Because just to sort of put it there, I don't think it's either. Honestly, I think people are trying to make too big a deal out of that. And I've not read the novel, so I can't compare it to that. But as far as the film is concerned, it's great, and I'm looking forward to doing it. I've written the opening skit today for it, which I'm going to continue. I wasn't sure if I was going to or not, but I sort of decided on on a walk last night that I'm going to keep the opening skits going. The last two have been quite entertaining, fun to do, fun to edit, and hopefully fun to view as well. So yes, Gone Girl, the scripting is nearly done with that, and now I've got to do some recording and filming and editing. I'll hopefully get that out by mid-February. Speaking of mid-February, coming up this month is Valentine's, and I have an idea that I haven't scripted yet, a Valentine's special to do with lockdown. I'll leave it there, let you all think about that. I also want to try and get some more original stuff done, because I haven't written any original comedy for a while. I've had a few ideas sort of floating around here, but January's been mostly reviews. Let's see, I did the Phantom Menace review. I then reviewed myself over the last 5 years, and I then did the I ranked all of the 25 reviews I've done for the Film Review Open Challenge, which was hard. It's very hard to put 25 films in a very specific order. Now, some of them are easy. Draftsman's Contract, obviously last, but others, it's quite difficult around the middle. So, yeah, January's gone well. I put out some long videos this month. So hopefully, February being a shorter month, we'll have shorter videos. But hopefully doing well. Speaking of short videos, earlier today I put out the first quick review of 2021, and that was the you would like for me to review Flight of the Navigator. Now, you are owed one choice as a sponsor, Mallow. Is that your official choice? We'll come back to that as soon as you respond to that. Yes, I put out a quick review for Wonder Woman 1984. I didn't like it that much. It's all right. It's not great. It could have been so much better. Disappointing. And I've written a script for My Spy. Flight of the Navigator, I don't believe is on my list yet. No, I'd need to look, but that's not good viewing, is it? I can always check it later. It doesn't sound familiar, so I don't think it is. Yes, I'm going to do a quick review for My Spy, which came out. Hey, Chris, how's it going? Good to see you. Chris is a friend of mine from when I was living in the Peak District, long time ago. Wow, it's good to see you two here. It really is. Where was I? Oh, yes, My Spy. It came out last year, and I am looking to. I've done a quick review for it. It's a pretty good film. Yes, please. Love this film as a review. I'd love to see your professional review. Ha, professional. This is my choice. Okay, I will check to see if Flight of the Navigator is on the list, and if it's not, I will review it. That would be your sponsored one for the brilliant book that I've sponsored before. So I will be putting something like that together for you. I'll make sure that we get the sponsor in there too. Right. So January is the only other thing I can talk about really. January is the fact that we had some pretty good news as far as health is concerned. We had a family member who had quite a serious illness. I mentioned that last month, and I was having a bit of worries about it. He's responding well to treatment, which is great. He's not going to be cured of this illness, but he is now a lot more stable, and hopefully the worst is over. And you can talk about sort of, I'm stuck inside homeschooling lockdown, but the most important thing is that has been a huge load off on my mind recently, and it just feels good to be able to say I think he's going to be all right for now. Let's not jump ahead. He's not cured, but hopefully it's a lot more manageable now. And when lockdown's over, I can go see him. Should be great. What we got here? Just saw your post on Facebook. Thought I'd come watch. Then, watched the Flight and Navigator the other week when it was on, and a good year it was made. What year did that come out then? Was that 86 then, presumably? Yeah. Also film. Great news, but it is. Yeah. Right then. Let's have a look then and see what I'm going to review in March. 1986, of course. Yeah, good year. Good year. Someone has a birthday this month, but we're not making that a big thing. Thank you, Mano. Always appreciated. It really is. Okay, so this was written down earlier today. It's always picked on the first of the month. We're going to have a look at the number. Then we'll have a look at the spreadsheet. Exciting spreadsheet action going here. Yes, it is very soon. Number 79. So, what does 79 mean? Please don't be bad. Please don't be bad. Please don't be bad. Oh, dear me. We're going into horror. I don't know much about this, but I know that it's a horror. It's The Nun. I know that's part of a series. I can't think what the series is called, but we're going to be reviewing The Nun for March. And already, modern horror just doesn't do it for me. It really doesn't. It's going to be full of jump scares. It is. And already I'm thinking of an opening skit where I'm dressed as a nun and nobody wants to see that. Yes. I have heard of The Nun. Found one similar on another site, but won't go on it here. No, not that. I don't think that's what it is. What I might do is have a look at the trailer again, like we did last month, and see what the hell have I got myself in for now. No, there's a couple of horror movies on the list. One of the ones I am not looking forward to the most is Human Centipede Part 2 is on the list somewhere, and I don't want to see it at all. The person who picked that is just ugh. Mainly because why would you pick the second one? I mean, yeah. Right. Let's have a look. Oh, that looks just the worst. Let's have a look. And no doubt get a copyright flag, I'm sure. Oh no, I've got headphones on. This will avoid copyright. Okay, make sure you watch the end. Oh, I don't want to. (2018). Okay, so it's recent. Very typical stuff so far. Oh, The Conjuring, that was it. Annabelle. How many films were there before this one? Suppose I'm going to have to do some fancy research to look this up. Darkest Chapter was born. This is just setting up for jump scare after jump scare, isn't it? Yeah, there's the quiet whispering, and now wait for it. Yeah, feet over there. Yeah, she's behind you. I used to. I used to when I a long time ago. I used to go to the cinema, and I took my my then girlfriend to go see the Modern Day Omen. That didn't make me jump at all. I was expecting it. The Nun. All right, who picked that for me? Oh, I know. It was a family member. It says to watch the end, but I think that's just film select. Okay. Well, goodness me. Oh. Right. So, yeah, The Nun. Oh. Well, one thing I do know is that my wife will not watch that when she finds out what's been picked. That one's all me, and she won't watch the review either. So that's one less for you to start with. What have we got here? You would love to. Are you saying that you'd love to see me in a nun's habit? I mean, no, no, not even if I got to 1,000 viewers. No. I look so much like my son on this video. Yeah, well, it's probably because when my face is squashed up, we look identical. You. Nobody asked you, Google. So you've seen that as well, then, Mallory, the Nun. How many film? That was a question of how many films there are. I mean, I've heard of Annabelle, I've heard of The Conjuring, but there was like 3 or 4 Conjuring films, wasn't there? Picking The Nun is kind of like picking, say, Jigsaw when you haven't seen all the rest of the Saw films, surely. No, I'm not reviewing the whole series. Oh, Human Centipede, no. Oh, no. I hate the idea of the Human Centipede. Like I said, Saw, as much as I love the series, kind of opened the floodgates to gory horror, and then there's jump scare horror. But no, I used to make fun of my then girlfriend for her reacting during jump scares, and I guess the shoe's on the other hand now because it's going to be me getting jump scared throughout. Oh, okay. Well, as much as I'm not looking forward to that, it could have been a lot worse. So I'll review The Nun in March. I'll review Flight of the Navigator. I'm fairly certain that's not on here. Let's have a quick look. Google Sheets, not as good as Excel. Hashtag not sponsored. Maybe Be something, wouldn't it, if I was sponsored by Microsoft Excel specifically? I'd love to be sponsored by Pepsi Max if they want to get in on this action. Be amazing. Drink for free for life. Could be worse. Could be after 3. Thanks to Mrs. Mallow, I'm going to have to watch that eventually, and I'm going to have to do a quick review of it. One, because she picked After as her selection, and 2, because After We Collided as a quick review is one of the most viewed I've ever had, and I don't get it. I just don't get it. It's not that remarkable. It's really not. Mrs. Manor says you're welcome. Well, that video got a lot of views. It's got hundreds of views. So yeah, in all seriousness, I may not have enjoyed the film, but it was fun making it. And anything that gets eyes on both the channel and gets eyes on the book is got to be worth it, right? Right. Okay. I don't think I'm going to be as long on this one as I was last time. We've done the film review open challenge. We've looked at what the fuss is about, and probably searched after reviewing yours came up. I wish I could get that kind of search engine optimization. I really wish I could. At SEO Juice, as it's called. If you want to paraphrase Jim Sterling there for a minute. And that is something I wanted to sort of just mention, is that the opening skits are a little bit Jim Sterling. Now, for those who don't know who the guy, I can't even say who the guy is now, because he's recently sort of come out as gender fluid, so he prefers the term there or them. So it's going to take some getting used to. I've been watching them for years and years and years and years, and as much as it's a bit odd now to see them dress the way that them do. What's the way of saying it? Anyway, he's come out as gender fluid, and it's odd, but he's also never been happier, and I'm really happy for him, because he's been suffering with depression for most of his life. He's got nearly 1 million subscribers. Possibly. It's odd because, for 30 years, I've been brought up on him, her, he, she, and gender fluid is a fairly new principle. I have no issue with it. It's trying to retrain my brain to say they, them. They, them, there, I suppose. It's just retraining my brain. I'll get used to it. I will. Anywho, the opening skits are very Jim Sterling. They're not as weird as some of the ones that have been done by them in the past. There'll be no cornflakes homunculus or anything to do with Pogs. But I like to have it as a cold open before the review kicks in proper. Especially when a film is not going to get many laughs in it. The Gone Girl review is not one that I can make a lot of jokes about, because it's a fairly serious film. But I can get in a couple here and there just to make it a bit more interesting. Yeah. Right. Okay. I think we're about ready to wrap up here. Are there any more questions or any more comments before I go? Hello, Mrs. Mallow. No, I was just about to wrap up. I heard your comments through Mr. Mallow, but I'm just about to wrap up. Unless you have any questions or comments, I don't know if you heard, but the film review for March is The Nun. Do you have any plans for my birthday? No, none at all. I mean, what can you do? I'm in lockdown. I've been told that I'm not allowed to cook dinner for the family, that I'm to take a night off. Okay. Otherwise, it's homeschool, perhaps go for a walk to get some distance on my virtual challenge. Open cards and the parcels. Yeah, I hate horrors; they scare me. That might be the point. I'm not looking forward to reviewing it. In all seriousness, do I believe the COVID deniers? I have to be very careful about what I say about COVID-19 and deniers um, because of YouTube's algorithms. I'm going to say that a lot of people have opinions, and not all of them are right. I think that's diplomatic. Chris, if you have to go, by all means, it's so good to see you, and I hope you join me again. You got my details if you want to message me. Absolutely, it's good to see you. Right, I think we'll call it then. Thank you very much for everyone who joined me. If you're watching this on a post upload, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you live sometime so I can answer your questions live. And if you wait, you can see. Oh, you mean but what? Okay. Yes. Anyway, as I was saying, I'll be back on March 1st, which. If there are a couple of Welsh people in the chat, they'd know that that was a special day, but I can't think what that is right now. I'm going to end now before I get yelled at. Thanks very much for watching. I hope to see you all again very soon. For now, though, thank you very much for watching.